Hi, I'm Gabriel and this is Learning English Path. And in this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to use comparatives and superlatives properly. How to use comparatives and superlatives properly. All right, let's start with comparatives. Now, this is when we are comparing two things with each other. So let's look at this sentence structure. We have A and B, all right? So A and B are just the two things that we're comparing. We have A is verb than B. All right, so A and then the be verb, whether it's am, is, or are, and then the verb plus er than be. Now, this is for one syllable adjectives, and the examples here are I am bigger than you, right? Or cats are smarter than dogs. And of course, if you have a subject where you have to use the word is, then that's all right as well. So, for example, my cat is smarter than your dog. And you need, when you're writing out this comparative word, sometimes you need to double the consonant. So, for example, bigger, we add a G, right? So we double the G, so it's B-I-G-G-E-R rather than just B-I-G-E-R. We need to double the consonant. And also, sometimes a word will end in the letter E, right? If it's a long vowel sounding word, then it might end in the letter E, and then you would just finish with adding an R. You don't need to put an extra E and then R. For example, I am braver than you. It already ends in E, you just need to add the R. The next one, so if you have a two-syllable adjective that does not end in the letter Y, or if you have an adjective with 3 or more syllables, then you will use this structure. A, then the to be verb, am, is, or are. More or less, adjective, than be. For example, I am more beautiful than you. Or cats are less interesting than dogs. Okay, so in this case, you do not add er. You just put more or less than the adjective. You still need to use that word than. And finally, what about those two-syllable words that do end in Y, right? For example, happy or scary. You might say, I am happier than you, or cats are scarier than dogs. In this case, you would get rid of the Y and you would add IER. Okay, so that's the rule when it comes to two-syllable words that end in Y. All right, now let's go to superlatives. And starting with one-syllable adjectives, just like comparatives, you would say the subject, right? We're using A as the subject here. The subject is the adjective est. All right? So for example, I am the biggest, or cats are the smartest animal, right? You can end or you can continue after you use the superlatives. You can say maybe cats are the smartest animal in the world, or I am the biggest man in the world, right? But you need, again, to follow the very similar rules to comparatives. So you could double the consonant if it's, for example, Big, B-I-G, you would need to make it 2 G's plus E-S-T. Of course, if it ends in an E, then you just need to add S-T. And also, if it ends in the letter Y, then all you would need to do here is change the letter Y to the letter I, and then just add the EST. So I am the happiest. It's just that you change the Y to an I. All right, next one is if it's a 2-syllable adjective that does not end in Y, or if it is an adjective with 3 or more syllables, then you would say a, am, is, are, the most or the least adjective. So I am the most beautiful. Cats are the least interesting animal, right? And now let's have a look at irregular adjectives. So these are adjectives which do not follow these rules. For example, the word good. You do not say gooder, you do not say more good, you do not say the goodest or the goodiest or whatever. You say good, better, best, or the best, right? Good, better, the best. Also with bad, you say bad, worse, worst, or the worst. Many, more, or most. Much, more, most. Little, less, the least. Far, further, furthest. Or far, farther, farthest. Both are okay there. And with these words, when it comes to comparatives, you can either add ER or you can use it as more adjective. So you can say cleverer or more clever, simpler or more simple, quieter or more quiet, shallower or more shallow, narrower or more narrow. And we finally have this strange one, which is handsome. And you can either say handsomer or more handsome. And you can also say handsomest or most handsome. They're all okay. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure you click that bell so that you know when I publish a new free lesson here on YouTube. And if you want to learn English with songs, then don't forget to click the link in the description to get my free PDF guide to 101 songs to learn English. I have hundreds of exercises for you to study English, English grammar, English vocabulary, English idioms, practice your English listening, and even your speaking while listening to the very best songs to study English with. All right. And when you get it, then you also get my weekly email with 5 words of the week, where I teach you another 5 words every single week so that you continue to take your English language learning to that next level. All right, my friend, I'm Gabriel Wallace. Keep learning and keep going.